A very clever Magic player has turned $20 into thousands of dollars. Let's talk about how you could do the same. Greetings, owners of fine luxury cardboard rectangles, and welcome to my video on thinking outside the box when it comes to raising funds with Magic the Gathering related items. What we're going to be talking about here is an amazing example. And for those of you, first of all, let's cover something, because there's a lot of entitled people out there, and they'll think, oh, this video is just going to tell me how to turn $20 into $3,000 automatically. Well, if you want to do that, use the $20 to print resumes, get a job, and work until you have the $3,000. Because how this works is you got to be clever. You got to be willing to put in the energy to think about these things, figure them out, and then take the initiative to go for it. Because honestly, this concept is almost so absurd on the face of it that if you had just explained it to me and I hadn't seen it working in action, I might have gone, I don't know about that, but it clearly is going down. So let's get right into it. I'm sure you're wondering what I'm talking about. We are going to talk about Magic the Gathering calendars, specifically the 1997 Magic the Gathering calendar. This is where it gets weird, right? Because we're not talking about the first Magic the Gathering calendar ever made. We're talking about what I believe is the third one ever printed. This one came out just like every other calendar. It's those page-a-day calendars, right? And it came out for the year 97, so it was printed in 96, obviously. And it retailed Canadian, they were like 13, 14 bucks when they came out. What they are is each day has a different card art on it and a little blurb about the card. It's just one of those nice toss it on your desk calendars that you see every day now. The thing is, clearly, since it was printed in 1997, it's decades old. But the case is, these are old calendars. Who gives a crap about them, right? Everybody knows old calendars aren't worth anything. In fact, this calendar, even 20 some odd years later, was only worth $20. Until this fellow came along. Now, what happened is I'm part of a bunch of different Facebook groups. So I stumbled on this actually happening. What's going on is this dude is auctioning off week by week the individual pages from the calendar. All right. Now, they all have like a minimum $5 bid to start with. And you go through the comments, because at first I was like, well, this is a nice idea, but it's actually working. You can see there are people who want different things for different reasons. Basically, I want this because it's my birthday. I want this because this is when my child was born. I want this because I'm the guy who collects card X. I collect Drudge Skeletons. I want the day that has Drudge Skeleton on it. So this guy is getting people who are privately messaging him, asking him for pages, and he specified that none of those pages are selling for less than $10 a page. 365 page calendar, guys. And each of these pages can be sold individually. The calendar itself was a $20, $25 item that people would just go, whatever, maybe I'll pick it up and throw it on the shelf. Nobody cares. This guy sits down and goes, you know what? What if I was to create an auction, have people bid over these different items, see how they feel about each page and whatever. I mean, technically, these things are 20-year-olds each, right? You can put them up on your wall. You can do whatever you want with them. It's a little thing with the card art, a little bit about the card, a piece of Magic history. It could have value to somebody. This is what this guy must have thought. And he went out and put it out. And sure enough, it does. Considerable value. People are fighting over a page from a 1997 Magic the Gathering calendar, willing to pay $10, $15, $20 or more. I saw offers of, I'll give you $20 for these 3 pages, and I don't even know if that was an accepted, settled on offer. Now, the end result of this is easy to see. Now, obviously, people who have seen those threads, and now more people who have seen this video, are going to go and search for that calendar, because they're going to be like, could I get a copy of that calendar? Could I do that? I wonder how much that calendar is. Are there any left? So you're going to start to do searches, and you'll notice something. About 3 days ago, eBay just had a sale for this calendar close, and it closed at $97 and something. It was in the 90s. It closed in the 90s. And there's a used copy for sale now, and now it's posted at $180. So this has basically not only made this guy a bunch of money, but it's pushed up the value for these items. Anyone who owns one now has a calendar that's worth more. But the guy who made the most off it, and basically the guy who will make the most off it, is the person who came up with this concept, because he's the first one coming to market with this. The bidding is going to be the highest over this. As more copies come out, it'll kind of push the price down a bit. It'll be easier to get the sheets, but still overall the value of these calendars will have increased. So I mean, if he was clever over and grabbed up a couple extra copies of these calendars, that could be extra bank as well. So this is to demonstrate to you that if you look outside the box, you can find opportunities to make money off of magic related items in ways you would never think possible. Because before this happened, I guarantee you, nobody was willing to pay $100 to $200 for one of these calendars, because they were like, it's an old calendar, what am I supposed to do with it? Whoop-de-doo. But the fact that these other people are getting in on it, it creates this kind of when the more people who want something, the more it makes people want something just because other people want it. It's that sort of animal gut reaction. So I thought it was really interesting. I wanted to share it with you. The pages from these calendars are really cool. So just be aware that you can take these sort of opportunities. It doesn't take very much money to grab some random old thing like that and just take a whack at something crazy. You never know what you're going to be able to pull off with it. So other than that, I just wanted to say, you may have noticed the channel has a new name. We are changing the channel to Purp. The reason for that is I want to cover more than just Magic the Gathering. In fact, I already do. I got my Force of Will going on. Now, that's not saying I'm branching out into a million different things and Magic isn't going to be what the channel's about. The channel's still going to be Magic focused. It's just when I play other games that I enjoy, I want to share them with you guys. I'm going to do that too. It keeps things interesting, and also the contrast of other games to Magic helps me appreciate both of them more. So going forwards, call me Purp, my friends. You guys already do anyway, so all we're doing is kind of formalizing. Well, all we're doing is formalizing the name you guys gave me, because I never called myself Purp before you guys did, right? I just came up with MTG Purple. You guys kept calling me Purp, and honestly, it just feels right now. Even Carly calls me Purp. So, call me Purp, my friends. That's how we're going to do it. Thanks for coming by. Let me know what you think in the comments. Have a good one. And as a closing note, a hearty new welcome to the newest Golden Lord of Purple, Gilbert Anthony Badia. Welcome aboard, my friend. We will see you in the end roll of honor. Thanks for joining up. Geez, how many times am I gonna come back, right? What's going on? It's so sloppy over here. We're getting sloppy over there with your mama in a chair. Don't even ask me what the hell that's all about. What I wanted to say is, guys, go check out my second channel, Hatch. We got a brand new, absolutely hilarious video about retarded baby names and the stupid people who have given them to those poor unfortunate children. So go check it out. A link's here. I'm probably not going to be back. This is probably going to be the last time you see me in the video. Maybe. Bye, perhaps.
Hello from Cyclozen's Bathtub, aka